If the awk command is very complicated, long, in that case, the script can be written in a separate file. So in today's lecture, we'll discuss how the script can be written in a separate file. So we know we do have an employee database which contains employee number, name, post, department, date of birth, and the salary. Now from this given database, we want to generate a report for the employee in which we want to assign the DA, HRA, and then we want to calculate the gross salary of the employee based on the basic salary. So how the script can be written? So we have written the script having the extension as a emp.awk. So whenever we want to write down the script in a separate file, in that case we have to give the extension emp.awk. It is not mandatory to give the extension as an AWK, but for our convenience we have given the extension as an emp.awk. So as I said earlier, the script consists of basically three parts: begin part, body part, and the end part. So begin, it is the part which gets executed only once throughout the program. End part also gets executed only once throughout the program. Begin and end, these are the keywords which has to be always written in the capital letters. Whereas the body part, which is enclosed within the begin and body, has to be executed multiple times as per the number of the records. Now what comes under the begin section? So under begin section we have displayed the date. So for that purpose we have given the message to the user as a printf. Then system, it is the function which is used to invoke the any Linux command. So we have passed the date command. Then we want to display the message as an employee report. And what are the fields that we want to display? For example, we want to display employee number, employee name, post, basic salary. So these are the existing field from the existing employee file. Whereas DA, HRA and gross salary, these are the fields which we want to calculate. So in our given database file, input file, we have used the field separator as a pipe symbol that we have specified here. Then gross salary, DA, HRA, these are the user defined variables which we have initialized to the 0. So here our body part begins. So in the body part, we have written the condition if NR is not equal to the 1. So why we have written this condition? If we see here in our database file, the first line is a label. So we want to exclude this labeling part and then we want to do the operation on the rest of the file. So that's why we have written this condition, and then just we are checking the contents of the salary field. So here we have written the condition if salary is more than 4,000 and less than the 6,000, then we want to assign DA as a 10%, whereas HRA as a 20% of the salary. If salary is more than the 6,000 and less than the 8,000, then DA should be the 15% of the basic salary, whereas HRA should be the 25%. And if the salary is more than the 8,000, then in that case DA should be the 20% of the basic salary, whereas HRA should be the 30%. So this is how, by using the if-else condition, we have calculated the DA and HRA. Now we want to calculate the gross salary. So gross salary is nothing but the basic salary which is available there in the database file under $6 field, whereas DA and HRA we have calculated. So sum of basic salary plus DA plus HRA is going to give us the gross salary. And then at the end, just we have used the printf statement to print these values. So the syntax of the printf statement is similar to the C programming. So here we have printed the value of $1 to $3 and $6 fields, and then DA and HRA gross salary. These are the variables which are user defined variables. So we are trying to print that in the body part. And in the end part, just we have printed one message as the end of the report which gets executed only once. So this message, these values we want to print for each and every record, and so that's why this printf statement comes under the body part. Now we'll see how to run this program. So we know emp.awk, this is our script name, and emp.txt, this is our database. So option F in a lowercase is always used to specify the name of the script. So if we run this script, we will get the output date, labeling as an employee report, then labeling of all the fields, then calculated values of the DA, HRA and the gross salary, and at the end whatever the message we have written under the end part, that got printed. So this end of the report gets printed only once. Likewise, date, employee report, and this labeling part also gets printed only once, as this comes under the begin and the end part. Whereas this part gets executed multiple times. For each and every record, we are calculating DA, HR and gross salary, and that we are printing in the body part. So in this case, we have used the field separator in the script itself. If we have not mentioned the field separator in the begin part, then that can be written at the execution statement. Suppose I have removed from here, and now we'll run the script. So in that case, we have to specify field separator explicitly. So if we run the script, we will get the output. So this is the another way by which it would be possible for us to write down the script in a separate file, and which will be useful for generation of the different reports. So the main purpose of awk scripting, it works on the rows, as well as if we want to work on the fields within a rows, that would be possible by using the awk script. Thank you.